Welcome back. We're here with Rick from Touch the Sky DJs. Rick, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for coming on. We met about 2 weeks ago, so I'm
Oh, yeah.
very excited to dive into your energetic business and personality.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I mean, I can't believe 2 weeks, it's like a blink of an eye. But here we are. So charging forward.
Yeah, time flies. So, do you think anyone can become a good and successful DJ, or does it take a certain type of person?
That's a great question. And it took years for me to develop an eye to discern. I don't think everyone can do it. I do think it takes certain characteristics, a certain confidence, a certain curiosity, and the number one thing is concern for people. If you have the concern for people and you want to see them at their best on the biggest day of their life or at huge events, then you're going to do whatever is necessary, the preparation. You inherently, like internally, you want to be good at it so that you can do well for them on a very big occasion. But not everybody has that. I can teach you speakers and sound systems and how to load a track, but if you don't have those characteristics in particular, um, it's a no-go. So that's cut right to the chase, you know.
And on that point,
Yeah.
your DJing is so good
Thanks, man.
that someone said, I want to get married again so you can DJ my wedding. How does that make you feel?
It's an honor. Deep down, it is an honor to see their smiles, their faces. It's not uncommon for guests to come up during a wedding and say, "Oh my God, like you're killing it! Like you're like great music selection. Never thought I'd hear that song. I haven't heard that song in years." It's those sorts of things. It's the shaking of the father of the bride's hand, where he's like, "Oh my God, like you gave my daughter like an unbelievable, unforgettable experience." And that just it hits different. It hits you in the heart where you feel like I'm really glad I got to DJ their wedding. And if anybody needs me in the world of word of mouth, those people contact us and say, are you available? So if anybody gets married again, count me in.
Absolutely. And it seems like you almost act as an extension of your clients.
100%. I watch a lot of stuff on, is it the School of Hard Knocks on social media? It's different things that I try and draw from other people and what is valuable to people. And I know, and some of the questions that I ask clients, but by their questions to me, what's important to them? That is the biggest thing. I'm not trying to sell my service. I'm trying to address what is valuable, what is a touch point that you really want to see have a highlight or you want to remember at the end of that night or a year later for you to say, oh my gosh, and that one aspect, that was huge. So yes, I am an extension of the client and what they want to hear, how they want the night to roll.
What era is your favorite playlist set and why?
Oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Um, my favorite era, just fun, good music, 80s, 70s, 80s music like disco, soul, funk. Um, I love some R&B, but if you put me in that range of 70s to 2000, I'm in a very, very happy place. A very happy place.
That was actually my mom. She's like, ask him that. It's going to be, I think he's,
That yeah, that's a great
he's going to get a
question.
good one out of
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
And, when you're starting your business, it can be very difficult, a very difficult journey, a
It
lot of
can.
pivoting. What is the hardest thing you learned when you started your business?
Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to try different things. There's a very thin line between um, pivoting, like you said, and you failed. No, you learned a lot through the process, and you may need to pivot, or you may need one more at bat trying something. And it's up to you to discern when enough is enough. But at the end, it's up to you to have the faith and the confidence to push forward on where you want your business to go. There is no book on how to do it and what's going to make you successful, what's going to make you stand out. Don't listen to the voices. If anybody watching this or listening to this, don't believe in it. Just go in. Go hard at being yourself and adding your good in the world, and ultimately that will catch traction.
And one thing you're very big on social media and just in life in general is pushing is gratitude. Why is gratitude such a big part of your life?
Gratitude is absolutely everything. I have two daughters, and from the day they were born, I tell them gratitude is your connection to God. Things can go your way, things may not be going your way, but if you can still count your blessings and see what's good, you still have a connection with God and with people. And that goes a long way. You'll learn more by trying, by failing, by stumbling. You will be successful if you stay the course, but be grateful for the entire experience, because that's really who you are, and what you've gained and gathered in the process is irreplaceable. It's amazing. No car, no trip, no house can ever replace what the experience was as a whole, and the great people that I've got to meet on the way.
And if there's someone that's just starting to learn how to be grateful for the things they have, how do you think someone can start that process of actually being aware and, just kind of like appreciating what they have?
100%. Um, the people that I feel are successful, they lose track of the things that they have. They almost want to go back to the grind. If you are on the grind, if you don't have two nickels to rub together, you can still say, I've got one nickel. I've got a phone to at least look at inspiration and what else is going on out there. The simple fact, I've got a very religious family. I grew up, in a very churchy family, and it's not uncommon to hear, you woke up today. Somebody didn't. So you better start there and be thankful that even if all of your previous days were an absolute mess, you were a train wreck. Today, you woke up and you get a chance to start righting your wrongs and try again, start over. That start wherever you are with whatever it is. I don't care if it's the clothes on your back. If you had one meal that day, somebody didn't. If you have clean water to drink, somebody doesn't. And so if you start there, it helps to keep your feet on the ground, to keep you feeling in touch with the city, with your client, and how, very important, how you can serve. I think that's big.
I have two more questions for you.
Fire away.
What is your perspective on death, and how does that shape your actions now?
Well, whew, you hit me with some doozies, Easton. Um, my feeling about death, there's a saying, uh, nobody gets out of here alive, and that you should live your life according to how you want to leave that legacy. And so I feel like at the age that I am, it makes me grind harder, work smarter, to be able to give more, to impact more lives, and to set up those in the DJ world behind me to move forward. or set up the city that I live in, my family, set my girls up for success. Those are the things that are priceless and really, I don't want to say motivated because some days you don't wake up motivated, but it really kicks me in the butt to say, you have a chance today to go and make a difference. You have to be one step, one percent better than you were yesterday. That's not too much of a responsibility, and I take that seriously. So that's how I want to add my good in the world. I got an opportunity today. I'm going today.
Absolutely. I think it's always just carrying that like positivity of like, how can I do good today? Yes, I'm going to die, but what can I leave today?
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
I have one more question for you.
Go for it.
If you could have dinner with two people,
Woo! Come on. Just two?
one person from the past
Okay.
and one person from the present, who would it be and why?
Ah, the past, it would be Jesus more than likely, um, because I think compassion is a beautiful thing. As far as strength, some days we feel strong, some days we don't. But I like to have that conversation on what's what in the world. Why are things the way that they are today? The difficulty and the beauty, even just the natural beauty that's out there. Why? How did this all come to be? I'm marveled at that kind of stuff. Presently, I would like to sit down with. It would be an artist for sure, and there's a side of me that wants to either talk to Stevie Wonder, Nas, or Jay-Z. It would be one of those three. And Nas has been my favorite rapper for a very long time. But he's intellectual. He's got a great delivery. I just love what he's about. So it would be Nas. If I could have others, it would be Stevie Wonder or Jay-Z.
Beautiful. Those are the questions I have for you.
Yeah.
How can people find you? And what is one thing you would leave people with?
You can find me through all of the social media platforms. Touch the Sky DJs on Instagram and TikTok. Reach out, shoot me an email, shoot me a call. Would love to have the conversation. If you are a potential client, if you are a person that's interested in DJing, I'm here for that conversation as well. One thing I would leave with all of you and with the podcast is you've got right now. Add your good in the world. You have an opportunity and a responsibility, and that's what I want to do with Touch the Sky, is to seize the day. With my opportunity, I have a responsibility, and I'm going to deliver.
Well, Rick, thank you so much for coming on the podcast, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having
Yeah,
me, man.
of
I
course.
appreciate it. Good times.